Hi, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and today I'm going to show you how I made this cute little green trinket dish. So what I'm going to use is epoxy resin part A and part B from Let's Resin. And I'm going to stir equal parts into a small container here for 4 minutes. Once the 4 minutes is up, then I can add my coloring to it. And I'm going to do something a little bit different here. I have this, I got it, it's like granules, sand granules or something. Some kind of glass or something that you put in a kiln. I don't know. I got it off of Fire Mountain Gems like years and years and years ago. But I did find that it does color resin. So that's how I'm going to use it from now on. So I'm putting several scoops in my little mixing pot there, and I'm just going to mix it up. And then I decided I need just a little bit more, so I'm going to put another scoop in there. And I'm going to mix that up. So I'm trying not to get like a ton of bubbles in it. I mean, it does get bubbles, but the slower you stir it, the less bubbles. And this mold came in a package of 3 molds from Ollie's, and I'm just spraying it with some 91% alcohol, and then I'm rubbing my finger down in it, you know, along the bottom edges there, so I won't get any bubbles. And then I'm just going to pour it into my mold. So I'm just slowly pouring it in so I can minimize the bubbles. And this is real time. That's how slow I'm going. I didn't speed this up or anything because I wanted you to see how slowly I'm pouring it. And then I'm just going to, I didn't fill it all the way up, so I'm just going to take my silicone tip tool there, and I'm going to go underneath the ledge around the whole top there, which is really the bottom, just so I don't have any bubbles in there. And this is where I finish filling it up. So I had a little bit left over, and I have these little tiny butterfly molds. These came 2 in a package, and I did get them off of Amazon. And they're so cute. You can use them as inclusions for like shaker molds and just different stuff. And it takes 2 to 3 drips of resin in each butterfly. And I think there's 4 rows of 4 butterflies or something like that. Now I'm going to speed this up so you don't have to watch all that. And I did overfill my butterflies, so I'm just going to take my spatula there, and it does have a curved end to it. And it's a mini spatula. You get 6 in a package from Amazon. And if you do resin at all, you need to get you some of these because they, I mean, they work really well, scraping out things and doing what I'm doing right there. I mean, they're just pretty amazing, especially with that bent tip there. It helps a lot. So I filled up that mold. And since I still had some left over, well, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself there. I just take my little lighter there, and I did get those off of Amazon in a package, and I'm just popping any bubbles that rose to the surface. And I do that several times. So I see that I have more resin left over, and I'm going to do my other mold of butterflies. And I'm just going to do it with a spatula. So 2 to 3 drips for each butterfly. But again, I did kind of overfill them because that's easy to do. And when you do that, you can just scrape it with your spatula. And there it is. We have 2 things of butterflies and then our little trinket tray, trinket container. And then I'm just going to put the rest of my resin into my mold there. Again, scraping with my spatula so it gets all the drips of resin out. And then popping bubbles with my lighter there. And then what I did was I put these on my heat mat on low heat, either low or medium heat, for 2 hours. And there's a little butterfly. So that's one mold of butterflies, and here's the second mold. Oops, kept dropping it. I wanted to just show you the butterfly. There it is. I know you can't see it too well. And then I'm just going to speed this up. And here's my little butterflies. They're so cute. And I do like that green color. Okay, so now I'm going to demold my trinket dish. And it was still a little bit soft. It wasn't totally cured, but it was cured enough for me to get it out of the mold. And there it is, demolded. And you can see the top edge, it's pretty perfect. There wasn't any bubbles in it. The top edge, the green sank, so it has like a darker green ring around it, and I really like that. So I like the way it did that. So what I did was I actually let this set overnight before I sanded the bottom down. I wasn't sure if I was going to decorate it or anything, so I wanted to make sure it was totally pure before I sanded it or decorated it. So that's why I let it set overnight. So I did take it to my sink and I rinsed off all the dust from sanding it down, and there's the little tray. I like the way it turned out, especially with the dark ring on the top. And since it had that, I didn't feel like I needed to decorate it at all. But this is what it looks like, and you'll have to let me know what you think in the comments. So here's a picture of it. Like I said, I really like it. I think it turned out great. And again, I'm Liz with Liz's Crafts, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbs up. And I would love to read any comments that you guys put out there. And subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Love y'all. Bye.